Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we are back in the Fenix A320 flying a new airline to the channel. We are FREEBIRD 74 flying from Stuttgart in Germany down to Antalya in Turkey. Flight time 2 hours 50 minutes, taking off at 07 and arriving in Antalya on 36 right. We're taking this lovely A320 on a just shy of 3-hour flight, taking 11 tons of fuel, 150 passengers, and the flight takes us out of Germany over northern Italy, down over Croatia, Serbia, Bulgaria most of the length, then northern Greece, and then down into Turkey, and finally into Antalya. The weather en route, it might get a bit bumpy and there are a few clouds just over Switzerland and northern Italy. However, when we get to the Croatian coast, it should have all cleared up, and all the way from the start of Croatia down towards Antalya, it is clear and smooth flying conditions. So, we have started boarding. We're on a turnaround state as this flight's just landed from Antalya. So let's jump into the flight deck and get everything sorted. So, first of all, let's align the second instrument here, and I'll pop 3001 feet there just so we don't forget it. The flight plan. Our departure today is via runway 07 on the ROT 1 kilo, which is 1 kilo 7 hotel, so it must be outdated. That's fine. I'll be happy with that as long as it goes to Romeo Oscar Tango Whiskey Echo, and that takes us to an airway of the Yankee 126, and that will take us to Tublo to November 850, to Nator. From Nator we're going to go to TRA. We'll insert that, first. TRA, which is that one. From TRA we're going to go to Resia. Then Pixel. From Pixel we're going to go to Iridiv. From Iridiv we're going to go to Dobot. From Dobot we're going to go to Rodip. From Rodip we're going to go to the airway Upper November 131. And that's going to take us to Kular. From Kular we're going to go to Upper Tango 39. And that's going to take us to Nesil. From Nesil we're going to go on the arrival. That's the top one there, 36 right, but the Romeo one. We are on the Nesia 1 Alpha. Via RA. Insert that. We'll go through the flight plan. We'll check constraints. QNH is 1012 and already set. We'll go plan mode and we'll have a check through this. And that looks good, and self-vector onto runway. Right, okay, let's get the APU all up and running. Turn the fuel pumps on now as well. That's had enough time. APU bleed on from there. We'll go into ATSU AOC menu, received messages, the first load sheet we can accept, and let's have a look at the scenery, which is by Just Sim. Both sceneries we use today are from Just Sim. This was £10 in the sale on the Microsoft Flight Simulator store page. As you can see, it's got some nice modelling up there of the little cafe they've got on top of the roof with all the old aircraft, and the stands are done very nicely with handcrafted sort of jetways that look real to the photos I've seen. So it looks quite nice. And then when we get down to Antalya, it's nice scenery as well. As the APU starts. The IRS alignment's done in 2 minutes as well. Aircraft's loaded. Okay, lovely. So 150 on, 11 tons. We'll send that to the MCDU. We'll make sure that's been sent. So we're in it reference. We'll go across. That's not been sent. We'll send that to the MCDU. Success. That has gone across. 59.8, 30.8, 11.1. So 11 tons. We'll cross-reference that to the load sheet. 150 plus 6 babies. Takeoff weight is 70.6, 70.7 at the moment, but when we've used a bit of fuel to start the engines, that'll be down to 70.6, 59.8, 59.8. We'll accept that return. We'll get a flight plan on that side, performance on this side. We'll pop into the performance page. So we're taking off a 07, it's dry. We're going to force TOGA because I do not trust the takeoff performance calculator on this thing anymore. After a couple of nasty, well, near misses really. I did a test flight from here on 25, the opposite runway, and it said flex temp of 60, 153 was the takeoff speed, and packs off with a flap setting of 3 plus down 0.1, and we went off the end of the runway where we rotated with about 10 metres to spare. Now we'll calculate, so that is our V speeds there. We'll send that to the MCD, so we're forcing TOGA. We'll check that. So 153, 146, 149, 152, clean is 222, 3/up 0.1, and the IRS is of a line. We'll clear external power, get the seatbelt sign on. We'll clear all the ground clutter, and we will ask for pushback. We'll pre-plan pushback. Simple taxi then, because we're taking off from 07. Well, actually, we're on stand 14. Let me just check which way is more viable to push back, to go down this way or that way. So we are at stand 14, which is there, and no, it's to push back this way. Lovely, so we'll do that. Request pushback. Beacon light can come on. And we'll arm speed brake. Predictive wind shear on. We'll get the transponder on, because I'll forget it in a minute. And we'll go straight up to cruise, because we are not online, which is 350. And we'll pop that in here, 350, with a cost index of 50 today. And we'll go performance on here, flight plan on there, APU bleed is on, beacon light is on. We'll go ignition start. We'll have a watch from outside for a second as the tug connects. And I think we are all ready to rock and roll, so clear the parking brake. And there's the pushback. We'll go engine number 2 to start, and we'll watch it start. And that looks like it's going to be a good start on engine number 2. There's the bus transfer over. Wait for the avail, which is there, and engine number 1 can come in now. And actually what I'll do is I'll turn pack 2 off as well while we're at it. Set the parking rate now. Tug's disconnecting and engine number 1 is starting nicely. There's the bus transfer over, go max auto brake. That's a veil, so we'll go APU bleed off, master off, taxi light on, flaps 1, 2, 3, flaps to position 3, start switch can go to the norm position, get that on, system 1, even though it doesn't work. We'll go performance, which we're already on, we'll go flight control, so it's up, 0.1, wait for the flaps to be extended, which they are, so a flight control check, full right, neutral, full left, neutral, full forward, neutral, and full back, neutral, full left on the rudders, neutral, and full right on the rudders, neutral. All flight controls are free and correct. So we'll release the parking brake. He's cleared off, back to stand. We can start rolling. So very simple taxi today. Just straight and then the first right, and then we'll join runway 07 for a quick departure. As you can see, it's just sort of a loop back around the airport and then up. And what I'll do to make it even quicker is we'll just do a rolling takeoff as well. First time flying a FREEBIRD on the channel, which is a Turkish run airline that do sort of flights to destinations around Europe and the Middle East and stuff to get people to Antalya and other places in Turkey. I think they're sort of a low cost holiday airline. I've been reading about them. I saw them in real life the other day at work, so I thought it'd be nice to test out a new airline. And I saw they've flown the A320, so we'll do this, especially in the IAE engines. I just think that the aircraft in the IAE engine just looks really nice. I think it's the nicest of the 320 sort of aircraft with the different engines. I just think the CFMs are too bulky. I like the CFMs more on the 321. Cabin ready, wait for the call. There's the call, so we can taxi off the runway now. Thank you, see you up there. So they can go, so we're all ready. Just before we take off, I'm still really looking forward to the 777 as well. I know I keep saying this in every single video, but it should come out eventually, hopefully. Because I am starting to get a bit fed up of flying the 320 and 73. Right, anyway, chrono on, pack 1 off. Lights can come on now. And stand them up. Stable, Mantoga, SRS runway now blue. knots. V1. Rotate. Positive right gear up. That's better, a lot of runway clear left there. And up we go. Listen to the when we put the thrust into climb from the wing view in a minute. I'm sure that's going to be very nice. Still hand flying though. Calm winds. Ah, there's the buzzsaw. Climb, climb. Nose down to gain speed. What I'll do now, throw in the autopilot and let the aircraft handle it as we climb out of Germany. Looks very nice, the scenery down there. And we'll wait until we get to this sort of line here, and we'll go straight to flat 1, or slats 1, sorry I should say, which we'll do now. There you go. Oh, and the packs can come on now as well as we climb up. Disarm the speed brake, and there's the clean speed, so I'll wait until we're well past that and flaps up. So wing light off, chase light off, runway turns off, and away we go. And there's the airport as we say goodbye to Stuttgart. And standard, we'll release the crew. Now he's letting us go up to 350, there's no restrictions. Apart from 230 knots in this corner, and then we can accelerate. And accelerating to 250 knots now. So we are approaching 10,000, we're on standard. Thrust is into climb. We have disarm the speed brake. Everything's basically ready to go now. Let the passengers free. And I will now leave you guys with some climb and cruise highlights, and I'll see you in about 2.5 hours when we are well into our descent into Antalya. sim, we are well into our descent into Antalya. The weather down here is fine. It's 29 degrees, 1019 QNH, and the winds are calm at 3:30 at 0, so it's the correct decision to go on to 36 right. Not much has happened during the flight. It's gone dark now. The weather sort of over Austria wasn't that bad. We've elected to go for a config 3 arrival. That is everything popped in there, and then we've gone landing flight 3. So what we'll do now to make performance, we'll just have to watch the speed a bit. What I'll do is I'll pull the speed brake out again, and go down to 3000. I think it's 2300 it wants us at the 3000 at RAR. Aspar is 25, which is our so the intersection point to the runway. Okay, no. So what I'll do is we'll go vertical speed, free speed, 2,500 feet per minute, and we'll go 240 knots. And the scenery looks stunning already. As you can see, the airport's just loaded in. That's in there. And Antalya city centre sort of loaded in around the areas as well. Beautiful. Now we'll slow down that rate of descent a bit as well. Stay speed right now. What we'll do actually is, so I get that to 1,000 feet per minute. That there, we can always cut in the approach. We are a bit low, there's no bother. We're clear of these mountain ranges here anyway, the approach brings us well past them. And there you go, there's Antalya fully loaded now. It looks stunning down there with all the lights. I don't know if they've got any landmarks here or anything in the sim. It still looks really nice out there. Lovely, right. Okay. Just start thinking about slowing down a bit more. We'll go like that, and go 220 on the speed. Bring the speed brake out again. Actually, we'll go 800 feet per minute. There's no rush. 900 time. Not on that sim, so we can just vector ourselves in where we want to, and all the skyscrapers have loaded in now, the taller buildings. It's really nice. And there's our arrival runway there, and the 2 runways here as well. So you've got 36 centre, 36 left, and 36 right. Start speed brake. Alarm it now. Actually, I'll have the heading myself. Select approach. And I'll elect to go flat one shortly just before the turn. I think this is Kemar here. Right, so flaps one check. We'll go 200 knots as they come out, and we'll go direct to Spa, which will be the second one, direct into flight plan. Forgot to show you the interior actually. Don't think the door will open now though, will it? Oh well. So the interior, I think it's got a custom cabin. Oh no, it might just be default. Yeah, I think it's default then. Yeah, it's just a default cabin. What I wanted to do. There you go, it's a nice view. So we're about to turn on to final. So we're about to reach 1,000 feet to go. Dead on the glide really now. I'm happy with this speed, we're keeping it quite steady at 200. I might push it in just before the turn. I'll go down to 2,600 level off. Speed's been pushed in. Approach, second order pilot. Glide slope alive, glide slope captured. Localizer should be coming alive shortly. And flaps 2. $2,500. 2,500. We're coming nicely there. What I'm doing now to run my turn off, taxi lights off, gear down. Get it configured nice and early. 2,000. 2,000 checked. 5 miles, we'll do flat 3. Flat 3. Landing checklist complete. ECAM memo no blue. There you go. Speed brakes are on. Flaps on 3. We'll turn down. Keep it like that. Turn the floodlighting down a bit so we can see the runway more clearly. Lovely clear down here in Antalya, so nothing to stop us. Well, no excuses I can give if the landing's terrible. Four knots straight down the nose. I'm happy to disconnect, and flight director can come off, bird can come on. Keep the auto thrust in.
1000.
Checked. Getting ever so slightly low. And a bit left of centre line, that's fine.
500. 400.
3 red, tad low.
300.
Try not to level off, but I'm trying to get 2 red again. There you go. Disregarding you now. Just keep it like that.
200.
Checked.
Minimum.
Continue.
100.
100.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Reverse. Green. Diesel speed brakes are up. And we'll go max reverse. $60 knots, stow 'em. And we're off. Lovely. Speed brakes can be disarmed, flaps can come up. Master APU on, landing lights can come off, taxi light on. Oh wait, our strobes can come off as well. And welcome down to Antalya. Lovely. Probably one of the best landings in the Fenix, that was. Off with taxi. And the flight from Stuttgart parked at a remote stand opposite Terminal 2 over here. Which is Terminal 1, parked over here, so we'll do the same. We'll park on remote and have double steps. Start the APU. And that was a very nice smooth flight from Stuttgart. Fenix handling it fantastic as usual. No complaints with the aircraft at all. Perfect. And both sceneries have been nice. The Sim's kept up. So a pleasant day flying today. And I'll just take the next right. Or should we go for an air bridge? It is T2. We'll go remote. We'll go the next left. Well, no, the one after. Sorry, we'll have some light. We'll go for this stand here. 212. That looks good to me. Turn on in. And slow it down a bit. I'll say that's okay. Brake there. Parking brake on. Engine number 1 off. APU bleed on, turn the that off as well. Engine number 2 off. Beacon light can come off, taxi light can come off. The wing light can come off, and the seatbelt signs off. We'll turn the pumps off as well. And we'll get the chocks connected. Forward and back stairs, at the doors. External power, take the APU off, and down we are. Welcome down to Antalya. Flight time of 3 hours 3 minutes there, but we're slightly delayed. Didn't step climb up, so it's probably why, but we'll say on time. We did leave 20 minutes early from Stuttgart. And welcome down. Fenix looking stunning as usual. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. Try and jump into X-Plane, but I've been having some technical difficulties with the sim again. However, I'll try and push on and get that fixed so we can have a little fly around in X-Plane. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.